Yep, crashing, and I think it was because my dumb self forgot to remove one mod out that is conflicting with another. Happens to the best of us,
Move
but
along.
we had two different mods that were not really working with each other as well
Next
as you would
haircut?
think. All right, now I should be able to really go about the map and not have any issues.
Every
Boop. And we're going to go edit the weapons that we were going to initially edit. I also have rice being cooked as well, so occasionally I will have to get up and go check on that, because I don't like to stay walked away from food as I'm cooking it, just something I would advise you guys never to do. But we are going to go with the advanced receiver, long barrel. We're going to use the long ported, because why not? We can go sharpshooter's grip, because I like how the grip to those look usually. Because I don't like that or this look. I like that. I like the finger weld holes that it gets. We're going to be doing the quick eject mag. Standard sight, let's go with the reflex, because why not? Muzzle is always a suppressor. But here's where we get in and start having some fun. We will turn this into a Actually, I think we get a legendary one later on, so I'm not going to worry about doing that. We're actually going to make this unscrappable for now, and gun options, and then damage modifier, we're doing the plus 500. Firing mode is semi. Rate of fire is actually going to be getting the plus 40. Ammo conversion is going to be 2 MMEC. Projectile override is going to be Gauss, and reload speed is going to be getting a plus 60. Accuracy cone is going to get negative 100. Recoil modifier, I believe is what this is actually going to get a negative 20. Range modifier is going to get plus 500. And everything else here is pretty good. I'm not going to worry about ammo conversion, because we already done that, which is weird that it didn't already default that, but we can do legendary and then go to this one, do the legendary, and for some reason I can't get the legendary one with that, but that is perfectly fine, because this one is also going to be having the same thing happen. We're going to be going with the advanced receiver, but we're going to change the fire rate to that, or the mode I should say. We are going to use the long barrel. Stock is going to be the marksman stock, medium quick eject. We are going to be using the glow sights, because I like how those looked, I believe, on this. From other playthroughs, suppressor, and then legendary. And what we're going to do is not worry about a legendary slot outright. We're going to look at doing unscrappable, and then we're going to be doing gun options, and then damage modifier. This is going to go to 500, but instead of being semi-auto because of the barrel, we're going to go ahead and change that to full auto, so we get the full damage, but we get to hold the trigger down. Rate of fire, we're going to give it just only plus 20%. Ammo conversion is going to be actually 10 millimeter, by the way. We will ammo convert this. So, yeah, it will accept 10 millimeter now. Not going to worry about the projectile override, even though you can make a Gauss submachine gun out of this. Actually, to show you guys that, you could actually do, for lore logic, you would do that, and then you would change this to being like Gauss, and then you would be able to do reload speed modifier. We'll do plus 40. Accuracy cone, you're going to do minus 100. This for the recoil is going to be something like minus 20 or minus 40. I think minus 40 was the sweet spot on this one. Range modifier, change that to plus 500. And there, we got a Gauss submachine gun and a Gauss pistol, pretty much. We're just going to go ahead and quick save. Thank you, game, for making me think I was going to crash there for a second. Just for a second. And now we actually have full gear of Gauss weaponry. So the pistol, Gauss pistol. We have the submachine gun, which is now a Gauss submachine gun, which you can see actually has no recoil. Okay. And we got the Gauss sniper, which is pretty awesome to have. And again, this is able to handle Gauss nicely. Actually, the fire rate to that was already super high for one of these, so let's actually back out of this. My bad, I went in here and didn't mean to go into this, which we will do at BFG 9000 on stream and test it out, but We're gonna go back into this, and where I done my fire rate, let's actually just do default fire rate, because this thing already has okay fire rate, in my opinion. Where are you at? There you are. Say, already good fire rate, so we'll just stick with that. Quick save, and yes, we got our SMG we wanted to work with, but let's go ahead and do the BFG 9000. I mean, there's this and this, which I don't know why this. Oh, technical document? They're both the same thing. Weird. Oh well. We are going to take a quick look because we want to go grab. We already done the currency. We already done that. There's like the solar cannon, which, yeah, you can actually really make that much better. I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that. Is that the only thing I have? Because I thought I had the. Because we had that. Oh, the anti-material rifle. We can do it as well. Why not? That way we can have a character run with this one that we set up and make. But let's go ahead and quick save. And we're going to go into this, where we're going to do the advanced receiver. We're going to use long and close, definitely. We want... I wish we had better stocks for this, man. I would love a wacky weapons to fit into this and optimize it where we can have... Hold on, I'll show you guys in just a second. We're actually going to use the short scope. Compensator is always a suppressor. Material is going to be the Power Armor Hunter skin. Legendary mod. I'm not going to use slots. Unscrappable. Gun options. Damage modifier plus 500. Firing mode is not going to be touched. Fire rate is going to be plus 40. Ammo conversion is none, which, by the way, I could throw the Gauss onto this too, but we're not going to. Although I will actually, because of the damage output, change that to 50 conversion. And you can see I'm not going to change that. Reload speed, we'll give it plus 40. Accuracy cone is always going to be negative 100. Recoil, we're going to leave this default because it is a sniper. Range modifier is going to be getting 500. Zoom, transition, upgrade. We are going to throw the upgrade on, which is going to be the stabilizing. Ammunition is going to be... incendiary. Standard bolt is always custom. And there we go. Got that done. Let's go ahead and make one of these so we can go ahead and do that. Legendary slots we're not going to do. Unscrappable. Equipment, gun options, damage modifier is going to get the plus 500. Firing mode is default. Rate of fire is going to be something like plus 20. Ammo conversion, we're not going to worry. Projectile override, we're not going to worry. Reload speed is going to get plus 40. Accuracy cone is going to be something like negative 100. Recoil modifier, we're going to do something like negative 40. Range modifier is going to be something like 500. Standard focuser is going to be like what? Quantum for the, yeah, more range times 20. Heated, Hellfire. I'm thinking of doing the Hellfire. And then we're going to give this a base damage output of extra 750%. Weight reduction, minus 5. And there we go. Quick save. I feel like I just made a tactical nuke. So we already have those already favorited. Nice. Now we need the Argent cell. So if we just go under ammo, we should be able to find... Oh, wait, it's not under this. I'm an idiot. We got to go find the BFG 900 and then do it this way, which is 10 at a time. There we go. Which now gives us a little bit of ammo to work with on this. I have no clue how this actually will shoot. Well, it's no longer a super lob. It actually like shoots a good little distance now, which I feel like is pretty good. We'll have to give that a test whenever it actually does explode, and hopefully I didn't just crash my game with it going infinitely till it hits something and does so much of a damage pool that it crashes my game. We'll have to know here in a minute. Actually, I'm not going to quick save because I don't want it to do that. I doubt that it did it, but I don't want to be stuck in a thing where it's just going to constantly crash if it does. Okay. Technically, I feel like that would have hit the world or despawn by now. So, yes, now we can quick save. And again, good old little Gauss submachine gun, dude. I mean, like, this looks good. On top of, you could have used 10 millimeter or whatever and change this into, like, an actual real submachine gun. I wish I could get the magazines, because the one thing I would love to be able to do with this weapon is for this one directly, if I went down here to the legendary slots, which, by the way, this has marked effect, which allows me to do 5 slots and then come in. But I would actually throw on... Wait. Right here. Quadruple ammo capacity, which I need rank 1 of, which is requirement rank 1, which is legendary specialist 3. I would love to throw this on so I can get, quad ammo in here, so that way it has a chance at maybe 50 or 60 ammo in the ammo pool instead of just being something with 20. Right? Would be awesome, but yeah, it's kind of oofed because you only get 20 and it's supposed to be technically an SMG, which is full auto. 20 rounds in a full auto SMG is kind of oofed. I feel like I'm having that, where is that at? I don't think it's New York. I forget where it's at, but they're only allowed like 20 round mag sizes, right? In their pistols or whatever. They can't go to extended clips. Like, I feel like I'm living there right now in a fucking video game. Now, I can't hate the people that live there, just the idiot ones that made that a law. Okay? I'm waiting for my tea. Come on. I'm doing a cold steeped tea, by the way, guys, which takes a little longer, but cold steeped is actually a good way to go because it automatically makes sure your tea is cold. You can just take it over time and sip it, as long as you do like small little bursts here and there, and just let like 4 tea bags steep in a big cup. And just sip on it every couple of minutes, and you will have your tea. You don't actually have to go and get boiling water and pour it over a tea bag and wait for your hot tea to turn cold. And actually, to be honest with you, I think kind of like room temperature tea to like lower tastes better than hot tea. No offense. Some people might say the opposite, and everybody has their own right thing about that to say, because some people might like the flavors that comes off of hot teas. Other people might like it better when it cools off and it mellows down and becomes like where it actually feels like has tea flavor. Right? Because for some reason, a hot tea kind of tastes weird to me, but a cold tea tastes really good, as somewhere else, a cold tea might taste really bad and a hot tea might taste really good. But for me right now, cold tea all the way, man. It's iced tea. Well, I can't really say it's ice cold. It's like think of like when your pipes get cold in the winter and you turn your water on a little bit and the water comes out a little bit colder than usual. About that is what I like. I don't like the super cold water. I don't like ice cold. I want it somewhere between like ice and like just regular cold, somewhere in between that. But let's go have some fun with the new SMG. because that's the weapon that this character's mainly going to be abiding by. Alongside, we do have a level to plop in somewhere. Where do we want to put this? Because max, max, max. The bigger the boom, the better. Your explosives do 25% more damage. Does that like, is this, I think that's just like grenades, right? It's not the actual big weapons, because the grenade, like actual grenade launchers and stuff like that, that are actual heavy weapons, I think are actually just counted under the heavy weapons. Yo, what's up there, brother?
I'm playing along with you.
Playing along with me? Nice. That's good to hear. If you want to get the mods that I have, you will be able to get those here in a second when I show them. I just wanted to get that done. So if you want to follow along with me, this is the mods I'm running. You don't have to, but if you're looking at like actually playing alongside, could not be Fallout. What is your issue? Gotta love Fallout 4, man. Especially when I basically sub-turned this into Fallout 76 a little bit, and you'll see that in a second. But Commonwealth, visual overhaul. I got the all DLC edition, which if you don't have the DLC, you can get the regular one. It says non-DLC. Armor and weapons keywords community. All DLC version, which again, you can go for the non-DLC if you don't own any of the DLC. Better Sanctuary bridge fix. This just fixes the bridge so you don't have that big hole missing in the middle of it that you have to kind of like scoot to the right to go in and out of like Sanctuary unless you just want to take the creek bed. Upgrades extended, which allows you to have like more damage resistance, more damage. Like it lets you have like certain perks get even more of an extensive, like you can level them up more. Sneak level 5, no invisible / chameleon, which makes it so that way when you do get your sneak leveled up and you crouch, you no longer go completely invisible on your side, and your Pit Boy will not get affected by the chameleon effect. You'll actually be able to see everything normally. Companion infinite ammo. This way, if I want 1,000 ammo for myself and my companions, I want to put a gun on them, I don't have to make 2,000 of said ammo for carrying the same weapon in order to have both of us run through without having to worry about ammo. I can just throw them one bullet, give them a gun, and they have it infinitely. Laser and plasma weapon power, which is the version 6, which I think is the highest, newest version that they have out. They might have a 7. You'll have to go look. But I got the version 6 of this, which also is the suppressors one. So it comes with not only the receivers, what are they? The barrels, but it also has the suppressors for your laser and plasma weapons, so you can actually go all the way up to like Mark 7, Mark 8, and get way higher damage. More volume adjustments. This is just so like if you don't want to hear generators or the chink, 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 chink from people, using hammers against houses in Sanctuary or anything like that, you can adjust those. Streamer's best friend, because of the fact I am streaming, I don't want content, copyrighted content, music kind of playing on the radios. Turns them off. Although we did do some testing the other day, they need to make a DLC version of this because Nuka World still has the radios playing. Pit Boy Flashlight Brighter, which if you guys don't want a super bright one, there's a version of this that is just Pit Boy Flashlight, where the brighter isn't there, so it just changes it to making it the white light instead of the green light that you get. See-through scopes, I have all three, which is for the base game, Nuka World, and Far Harbor. If you guys don't have the DLC, just remove these two, which is the Far Harbor and Nuka World one. You can keep the regular. Just add some better cool scopes into the game. That looks pretty cool. Then we have the Captain Noob mods, which is for the classic 10mm pistol, the CR74L, the improved prototype, the improved anti-material rifle, an improved solar cannon, and the improved BFG 9000. Rich vendors, this can actually be swapped with the cell reset mod, as in like if you want the cell to like reset more often and faster, which there's one that does it instantaneously, you can actually switch that for that if you want. But right now I'm just doing, better rich vendors so you can get more caps or, stuff like that, which I will be switching this out later on in my playthrough for a vendor reset because there's a certain ammo type you can't get, which is why I done the ammo swap. on the 12.7 millimeter submachine gun to being Gauss or 10 millimeter is because you have to buy up the ammo. There's no mod to actually let you craft that ammo type yet. I have the ZSZ, which is the makeshift weapons ammo pack, to be able to craft out the makeshift ammo. Like if you're using the nail gun, you'll be able to buy the nails and the piggy bank launcher and all that. Unlimited resources. This is in case you guys want to. I'm using it. Yes, it is a cheat. You actually get a thing where you can plop down the thing, scrap it, and it gives you literally infinite of every resource. When I say infinite, you're never going to run out through your playthrough unless you're just at a different settlement. Then you might want to have your settlement supply line get connected so you can continue using it, or just put a new one at your new settlement and scrap it, and you're good to go. Infinite settlements. This is just so I don't have to worry about that little bar at the top right telling me I can only build a certain amount. I can build to my heart's content or until my game crashes. Okay? Because you can read right there, it says no longer an issue without needing DLC. Though not infinite, it's more likely your console is going to shut down first than you managing to fill it up. Okay, again, hence the whole I said crashing. Then we have enhanced lights and FX, which this is an interior lights and FX mod. It allows you to it changes how the lights on the inside of somewhere of the buildings look. Water redux. This is just so we have the better looking water. If you guys want to go with it. Then we have all the HSC weapon damage improvement mods going from Far Harbor, Nuka World, Base Game, and Automatron, I believe it is what it's called, which is the robot one. Never break power armor. This is just so like you can't like break power armor in the game when you're shooting an enemy and you want to loot it off of them. You don't have to like repair it after doing that. Alongside, like when you stick a companion inside a power armor, I've noticed like they get hit so much. I was spending every 5 seconds trying to figure out how I was going to keep stuff in to repair the armor, keep them in the armor, and keep them from going down a lot. So yeah, I kind of got that for that. Please love me, no negative affinity, which is going to give it to where, if Deacon or whoever you choose to be your follower doesn't like certain actions, they're not going to lose affinity when you do something they don't like. Instant affinity, this is just like they love something, boom, you're instantly able to go into the dialogue. That way, if you want to end up like romancing one of the people later on, you can do it within like 4 easy interactions than having to spend hours doing it. Power armor, framework, crafting, and I think, yeah, and moving. This is just so you can like craft power armor, but it also allows you to like click on your power armor and move it around if you're doing your settlement management. Freemaker GOTY, this is how I'm getting my ammo and currency right now, which is Freemaker GOTY edition, which is Game of the Year edition. There is a Freemaker for the base game. It's not the GOTY, so it's up to you which if you have the DLCs or not. Chinese stealth armor overhaul. This actually just overhauls a lot of the stuff about the Chinese stealth armor. They're making it a little bit better. So it's, muffles, so it moves more silent. Ballistic weave is available. Combined weight of 22 versus the 24, so it actually loses 2 pounds of weight. Legendary slot added to both. So you're actually able to throw legendaries on, hence, I guess, where the muffle, one of the other things might come into play at. But then we also have the separate helmet and body armor, which is great. Special effects, which is, again, the chameleon stealth field effect. It is increased and 20% increased movement speed while sneaking. If you guys want to play with that, I got it in case I just wanted to throw it on. But we also have the clear weather only, which means we're never going to have to worry about rain. Because, when it rains, not only is it loud, but it affects your visual and just kind of darkens everything. And then all you can carry unlimited. I'm just testing this mod. I don't know if it actually works or not, so I have to wait till I can fill up my inventory and, see if I'm able to basically have unlimited carry weight. Equipment crafting overhaul. This is how I'm doing my damage, my recoil, all of that stuff, which is supposed to let me throw on legendaries, but the magazines are not spawning. So when I say ECO is bugged, that's why. The magazines aren't there for me to catch the perks I need in order to actually throw legendary mods on, but I can do everything else. It's just that one aspect is bugged. And then all map markers is visible. This is not the fast travel version. This is the version that allows you to just see where things are, so you can highlight it or make a target to say, yeah, I want to go there, and then you run to it on foot. Now, if you don't want that, make sure you get the fast travel available so you can just fast travel. The reason I didn't do that, I didn't want to break the game completely because there's certain cells where you, like, for instance, a good one is going to be one of the main sections in the game. I'll bring up the map to show you where, which is Diamond City. If you was to accidentally fast travel to Diamond City, it would throw you in the market. You would bypass the verbal dialogue with Piper and the mayor, so the gate would never get opened. So you want to make sure you actually run to Diamond City, talk to Piper, get that gate open, talk to the mayor. When you make it into the district, then maybe turn on the fast travel like that, and then test around to see what places have issues like that, so you can go open them before you actually teleport to them. That's another reason I got this one. So, like Vault 81, I haven't been there. Notice I have not discovered the location. I can see it, but I haven't really discovered it, so I can set a marker to it. And that's the version of this that I have. And yes, mine is bugged to the point where I don't get the stuff to do certain things. I'll pop that off right quick to show you what is the bugged part of this. So I've been to the market. I'll go to the market again and show you guys that they're not showing up over there. But if I go to my weapons right quick, we go to any weapon, and we go down to where legendary slots is. You're going to notice this says marked. But if I go down and try to throw a legendary onto this, for instance, acidic, requires specialist 4. Okay, so this was legendary specialist 1, which is, active. What it does is sets targets on fire for 90 points of damage. Okay, and I am not able to do this because I need legendary specialist 1, which is not something that is right. Hold on. It is not something under here. Okay, as you can see, I've already done some pre-levels here, and you're probably well behind me because with one mod that I've been using, which is the free crafter, you also get, where is it? Right here, XP boost, which is this. Make sure you only run for every 10 minutes. So it's like Daddy-O Extreme, click it, run it, wait the 10 minutes, make another one. Or if you do craft 2, make sure the pill at the bottom right goes away before you start your next one, because you can break this and end up hitting like level 4, 5, 1000, and up. And it will never run out at that point. And you'll have a chance at like crashing your game. So just be very careful with the Daddy-O Extremes. I learned the hard way back in the past. But yeah. I can no longer get I can't even get the magazines. That's what's broken. But the mod does work up to the point of this again, where we can add in this other stuff, where we can upgrade the damage, the firing mode, the rate of fire, ammo conversion / it's like projectile override. All of this is you can do. You just cannot do the freaking legendary slots, because if I try to throw a legendary on this, none of them work. Now, if you're on PC, you can bypass the issue. I hate to say it, even I think Xbox gets to bypass the issue. So Xbox and PC can bypass this mod's issue of not having the magazines, because for PS4, PS5, PlayStation, Sony, whatever you want to call it, told Bethesda that mods that people create cannot have, what's the word I'm looking here for? Completely new stuff. Like, you have to look, like, if you read the mod, like, hold on, actually, a good way I can show you this is going to a mod and reading one section to you, and you'll understand real quick to what I'm on about here. Instead of trying to, like, word it my way. So if we actually go find that, thank you, Fallout. I love how somehow you're going to say that doesn't load when I'm just scrolling through the list already. We're just going to go really quick down to the very bottom. So if we actually take a look at this, let's see. You're going to see where it says, this is a vastly stripped down version of ECO. All custom assets got removed, so it is allowed to exist in PlayStation environment. Due to that, the following features had to get removed, as well as custom workbenches, quick modification system, holotape configuration, and some secondary features. Okay. Again, PlayStation told Bethesda, modders can't use this. Technically, if modder was to add it and, let's say, Fallout overlooked it, PlayStation can easily go, I'm sorry, I told you guys, you can't do this, you're not supposed to, and literally kick them off the platform. So Bethesda's been following that, and so with modders, so that way, like, Bethesda doesn't, like, get kicked from PlayStation. Which is horrible. But again, Xbox, PC, you can skip the issue I'm having. Okay? And that is because you guys will actually get to go over to miscellaneous, and there is going to be something in here that, see where this says SSG Michael Daly? You're going to have one of these, okay? One of these, which is a holotape. And it is the settings holotape, so you can go in and deactivate the need for the magazines, and then you're able just to throw the stuff on. PlayStation, we don't get this. So at the moment, yes, this is broken on PlayStation when it comes to throwing on legendary effects. Now, if you want to bypass the legendary effects and you're just more worried about adding more weapon damage because you feel like the weapons aren't doing enough, that's doable. Absolutely doable. You can even change it to where the new SMG, this thing here, the 12.7, is a Gauss SMG. It's doable. You just got to remember you can't actually throw on legendary effects. So if you want legendary weapons, you have to find one that already is a legendary. If you're on PS4 or PS5. But now that we got the mods out of the way, we got the whole brokenness out of the way, which, sorry, I had to go over that for the viewer, but anyone else that would be setting in, it's good to let them know what's going on to see if they still want to play Fallout or not. But pretty much, let's move over and go do what we need to do. And what I want to do is actually going to be down here first near Diamond City, because we're going to go get a couple weapons or some of the new weapons in the game, which are really cool. And if you're playing along beside me, if you haven't done this quest yet, it'll be a fun quest for you guys to do. When I say fun, it's not really like fun to the point like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun. Dude, it's fun because once you complete it, you get some of the most broken gear in the game. So we're just going to turn around and walk out this door now. Even though we fast traveled here so we can be near the area. But if you haven't already talked to Piper, the doors I was on about are these. Okay, this right here will still have this garage door that goes down and up. This will still be closed because you didn't actually do the interaction here where she's talking to McDonough or whatever his name is through this. So you're not able to actually get the interaction here to have this, be lifted up. So be careful if you're having the fast travel like that for that reason. Just wanted to cover that since we were walking out here. Where we are actually going to go is... Where is that at again? Oh, no. Parkview Apartments, I believe. Boop. Over this way.
Looking for Diamond City? Just follow the signs.
Because once we get to Parkview Apartments, we'll be able to start going for the other thing. Which, actually, we were technically there earlier. I should have just completed it. Don't know why I didn't think to do it. Oh. Where are you at? I hear you. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. Now they're dead. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because it's like evasive maneuvering. So when I'm like peeking out from something, I can evasive maneuver. So that way it has a chance of having the bullet go over my head and not into my head. But yeah, I mean, the new SMG is good. You just got to get used to a 20-round mag. Unless you're on PC, where you can actually edit the frickin' magazine with adding quad to it through the mod that, I was pointing out earlier. Let's go all the way back around now. I just wanted to kill the super mutants. The mutie boys. Because we need to go... It actually might be on the full other side of this building. Yep, might be.
Help! Somebody please help! She's hurt.
Not dealing with the raider right now. Technically, she is a raider. Ambush, not happening just yet. We need to go right here. Okay, let's go kill the turret. There we are. And let's actually use this. So technically, if you guys know the regular creation, this ain't the regular creation. I goused it up, okay?
What, scared already?
Oh, he's actually inside. Alright. That'll be fun. Hold on. Technically, I should be able to go to data. Follow the freedom trail. Nope. 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 Not gonna know about this. I should have. Maybe I actually need to go in.
Who?
And see, we get the actual colorful light now, which is the white light. And this is the little audio things I was telling you guys about. I forgot to reset mine when I had to rechange the mods out. There we go. And where we go is up the elevator.
Going down.
When it gets down here, we'll be able to go in.
4.
Going up.
Going down. 4.
And where we gotta go is to the left there, up that staircase. There is sometimes normally a person here that I fought last time. So we're gonna do that. There's leather, not worried about it. I got the cool leather right here. Oh, I have to fight nobody this time. Last time I done this, I did. We're going in here. I had the feeling you weren't dead still. Safe key, eyeballs note, plasma cartridge, stim pack. And right here's one of the new things, but we're not going to pick up the pistol yet. It is easy here if you guys want to do it. Go ahead and get it. But I'm going to have a little fun because I'm going to wait to use this when I get the legendary versions. Because the legendaries are actually easy to get. We just got to move forward in this. We do need to open this, where we're going to grab this, and we need the unmarked holotape. Where now if I do this, we can actually go look at the unmarked holotape right quick. Whoops, inventory. Under miscellaneous, we're going to unmarked. This is going to let us read about the new weapons and stuff like that, which is the prototype, stuff like that. As you can see. And then the last one, which is this. There we go. Boop. I can go to the fins, or we can go back down. We're just going to go to the fins. Why not? This is technically outside. It's the rooftops. As you can see, I'm not one-shotting everything, so I can't say I'm like OP. Really? I feel like I'm too far down below you for you to see that, but GG. Where was that starred one at? Come on, where you at? Was it this one? No. Take that, take this. Dog meat, can we please get out of the way? Thank you. Oh, it was this dude. I'm not worried about that. I will take this and this. Oh, stim pack.
Thought you could hide?
Come on.
Dog meat, are we gonna... Nope. Okay. I guess I'll have to handle it then. I was trying to miss and hit directly straight to a smaller part of the body. We'll just do that so I'm not hitting dog meat with it. Boop. Yeah, sorry, Raider. I'm not listening to you. I already know it's a trap. You ain't fooling me. Alright. Rifles, laser rifle. Make sure nothing here was a secondary version of like a starred piece of equipment. Make sure not overlooking anything through here.
No way I could pick this.
Wait a minute. I don't have my perk stuff going right now, so I can't. I will take this. Let's go ahead and quick save. Because where we need to go is back to Diamond City. Map. Diamond City. And we need to go to the outside of Diamond City. Not the inside, so I was hoping... We're just going to have to go here and go back through another load screen. Sip of me tea. And also, let's go check on something I need to check on. Because in the background, I am also pulling some rice. Oh, yeah, that's good. I think that's done. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, she done. My rice is done. Whoops. Made a little too much, though. Reason I know that is because as I was starting it to check, I did kind of push some out of the pot. Because this is hot. Let's use this. Come on. You good thick roll of that. This way I don't have to burn my hand picking all this up. It's not a lot, it's just like a pinch. And done. Now we add in our last little bits, which is going to be this and this. We are going to be making, if you guys don't know what General Soul is, which is the rice chicken teriyaki. That's what we're making at home here. It's already done the rice. Time to add the teriyaki. Use about 3/4 of one of the large bottles. I'm using Mandarin teriyaki sauce. Because we're adding a different sauce type into this, by the way. Because there's 2 sauces you add in to actually make it taste correct. And you do not want to add too much sauce. You will overpower your rice that way. Okay. Now that I got that sauce pretty well all good and mixed in, we add in some sesame garlic sauce. And same thing here. You're actually just going to use about half a bottle. Because you don't want it to overpower the teriyaki. Give a good mix to that. And I'm using a whole actual like bag of rice, guys. Like, to be honest, I went with like a very cheap rice this time. Usually I would get like a good $4 bag of rice, which is your more expensive rice, which doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, as long as you guys get white rice. And this time I went with like just a 99-cent rice. But there we go. That is all mixed in and done. Now all I need for this is just chicken, as in breaded chicken. You would take that, throw breaded chicken in, throw some like very good steamed broccoli, throw a little bit of like steamed carrots, and you would literally have General Tso's. But I'm kind of going the backwards route because I do not want to have broccoli or carrots in this. It's actually just the rice and chicken. Just give me a small bowl. We are going to taste this to make sure I added enough sauce. All right, with the amount I made, because I did make a full bag, we need a little bit more sauce. Again, always taste test. All right, about that much, which again is still not even a full bottle. And about the same here. A little bit more, actually. Once you get the teriyaki to flavor with your garlic, then you add in sugar if you want to make it exactly how they do out of the box. Because sugar is what makes your rice sweet and teriyaki sweet, so you get that sweet teriyaki flavor throughout it. Especially if you don't have pre-sweetened teriyaki. I don't, so I'm definitely going to have to add in some sugar to this. But that should be perfect now on the flavor. I'm still just going to give it a full mix through. Yep, that's perfect. Already tasted off the side of the pot where I scooped some up to the top. Okay, now we add in a very, very light amount of sugar. Now, if you go to a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese where they do their rice for basically about, I think it's, how much rice do they actually do? I think it's something like 2 pounds of rice is about 1 cup of sugar. Just figured I'd point that out to you guys. So you want to go very lightly. And I'm actually using pure sugar cane sugar. So also a little more expensive. But anyways, let's keep moving on. Mix this all throughout. Get it very nicely. And again, you just want to go till you get it to your liking and flavor. I'm not trying to get super sweet, so I'm going to be going a little less than what you would probably normally get at a Chinese restaurant or buffet. Just because, again, I don't like mine super sweet. So I'm doing it like very, very little at a time. All right, almost time to taste. A little bit more. Just like literally a tad bit more. That will be perfect. I can put this up. I might make mine a little more saucier. Just because I like saucy food. So, yeah, I'm going to make mine a little saucier. Just because I love saucy food, guys, doesn't mean you guys have to if you guys don't like saucy food. You can actually do it exactly out of the box. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of the bottle of my teriyaki. I just love how that stuff tastes, man. Mainly because I have a whole nother bottle that I can use. Mix in just a very slightly good amount of the garlic again, and that'll be perfect. Although my favorite flavor is the garlic, as in the garlic sauce that I have, which is not actually just straight garlic, guys. It's the sesame garlic. Wanted to point that out before people are like, "Ew, you're just throwing garlic and freaking no." No, I'm not. Mm. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. That's good. Yeah, boom. Throw some chicken in this, and you wouldn't know the difference. Well, you would if you came to my house, because if you like the very sweet version of this, it's not going to be super sweet. Mm. All right, bowl time. And I made about, what, 2 days worth today and basically breakfast in the morning tomorrow. Mainly because some of this is actually going to be going down to my cousin and his mom, which literally lives next door. Mm. Of course, they'd be in the dishwasher. Or maybe they're not. You want to say, guys? Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Had to look for where I put my utensil for this food. Hmm. Just yes.
I keep dying to a ghoul.
You keep dying to it. What difficulty you playing on?
Free papers.
Oh yeah, we came here
Hard.
to. Oh, Are you using what? Okay, what level is your character? What perks? And are you using? Hold on, let me find the mod name again. It's called ECO, but it's like equipment something. I'm gonna go look at the actual name for you. Equipment and crafting
I
overhaul.
can only talk.
I can only talk. That's fine. I'm not asking for a video. I'm just like comment it, like like level, like type in level and then what level you are, and then whatever weapon you're using, make sure you're running the perk that increases its damage, and then go to mods and see if you have the equipment.
No, read comment above that one.
Oh, above that. Hold on, give me one sec. I knew I forgot something, which was my phone. Oh, yeah, it's still back here on charge. I knew I forgot something this morning. I usually have my phone on me when I stream from the gaming console. Mainly because my PC is back here in my room. Okay, password on my phone. My phone, yep, it's going to auto load up a video I don't want it to load. My sound's off as well. All right, let's go look at the comment. Go. I don't see a comment above that. Did you say something got like auto capped by the by YouTube? Because for me it says I'm playing along with you. I keep dying to a goal. Hard. I can only talk.
I'm a charisma build.
Charisma.
I can only talk.
Oh. Okay, that is. Oh. You kind of put yourself in a tough spot with that one, you did. Because for me, here's what mine is. So it's literally like I've maxed a lot of stuff out, done the XP stuff, and yeah, I've pretty much got a lot in here. But I'm also, again, charisma. But I have the extra things. I get it up to that many stars, as you probably are missing, like, I think 4 of those. I think it only goes up to like 5, doesn't it? At base game. But yeah, I'm a strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. I got all those up to like 10. Or however much it actually lets me go to with the upgrades extended mod. But back to what we were doing, we're going to put the little in the bowl. I did not collect the... I don't think I collect the coin off her. That means I'm going to have to go back. I need to literally... I need to smack myself on that one. I forgot to grab a piece of important equipment that is needed. I forgot to get the weird coin off her body to actually drop into the bowl.
Going down.
So time to go get it.
Over. Over.
Sorry, dog meat.
Going down.
Didn't mean to get you stuck halfway in and halfway out the elevator like that. That is that's my fault. We need to go back to her body because I forgot to get the mysterious token. There we go. Now we go to the fins, teleport back over to Diamond City. Not the market, just Diamond City. That way it puts me upstairs so I can just turn around and get the other load screen. Throw the almond into the bowl.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Go ahead and quick save this. And then now we got to go meet at the diner, which is actually just above us. It's right here. And we do, however, have Federal Post unlocked. So fast travel to that.
Oh, what's that? Time to die!
Oh, come on. That hurts a little bit. Make sure it's a good old critical. And he went, like, to the left there. There we go. Don't really need that ammo type, but we'll take it. And right in there is where we're going. Oh, we got some more people to tango with down there in a second. Because now we talk to this dude.
My selection is a bit limited right now, but
Let's see what you have.
So this is where you get the regular versions of the weapon from. So you can see the Institute Plasma Blaster, the pistol, another pistol, and then right here the actual rifle. These are actually pretty cool weapons, but what we're actually going to do is talk to him.
My selection is a bit limited right now.
And then we're going to hit what's
What's
new.
the news around here?
Same old, same old.
And then Raider Problems gets added to your inventory, where now we're going to go ahead and quick save this. And then in here, we're going to go to our inventory, go to Miscellaneous, and Raider Problems. We're going to open this up, and boom. Now that we've done that, we're going to get 3 new locations for the mission of this, which, by the way, you are able to kill him, but you don't want to. Because you want to go for the actual cool stuff first, which right here is going to be our LMG, which we're going to go get first, which technically is not an LMG, it's the plasma whatever. Do I have anywhere that's the closest to it so I don't have to run as far? I mean, technically I go Diamond City across the bridge and come down here, so yeah, we'll probably do that. Make my marker move, and let's go to... Do I really not have anywhere closer? I do not? Okay, so I'm going to have a double load screen again, because we got to go to... Okay, oh yeah, I'm inside. Dumb me, I don't have the fast travel from interior mod. There is a mod for that. Boop. Now we can come out here and go back to Diamond City. And from Diamond City, we turn around and go back down the little stairwell. I think Fallout should have done a little bit better here, because the Diamond City should actually spawn you like this, because they do already have the market, which spawns you inside. So I think the regular Diamond City should actually spawn you outside the area, but we're good. We're going in... First, we need to actually take a right, maybe? Is it this way? Yes, take a right. We're going to follow this road all the way out and head straight for the one there that's 40-something meters away this way.
Anybody?
Wait. Why is it telling me to go in here? Oh. Okay, we'll do this one first, and then we'll go across the bridge. I think it's there with the red door that's glowing and lit up. I'm just going to go around.
She's going to die. She needs help.
And to show you, it says settler right now, but
Please help.
when you actually go to talk to her,
Hurry. She's
I'll show you what happens.
Please help.
Gotta look away and look back. Look away and look back. There we go. Took a
right
second
back
for it to
here.
work.
Hurry.
I already know this is a setup. Where we're going is for that.
Told you to bring them in through the basement. Shut up! They're headed this way now. Be ready.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, hell no! Ah! How much you got left in you?
Let's reload because we got 3 bullets left. Plasma cartridge. Where we gotta go is... I forget where it's actually at in here for this one. I will take that. Fusion cell, plasma, this. I'll sell those. Oh, this.
Nice.
And this is the actual rifle. It's not the pistol, it's the actual rifle. Nice, not bad. Which we will use that. Why not? Inventory. Over to weapons. And show you guys how this feels. I mean, it's not going to feel good because it is going to be non-modified. So, but the iron sights aren't bad. But this one is the just semi. Yes, it's green right now, but you can actually change that without having to like full effect like the weapon through mods. It's actually just modifying your weapon. Because when you throw one of the new attachments on, it will actually let you get like blue lasers, green laser, like not lasers, but plasma, and then there's a red one as well. Just depicting on which barrel or whatever you choose. We're going to go ahead and quick save. And we're initially, before we go anywhere else, because we learned here, because we can fast travel back to Hardware Town to run here, let's go modify our new weapon right quick. That way we're not just using the super base weapon. We're able to actually modify it and show you guys the different modifications as we go. So when we go in here, you're able to use the standard. So this is where you go in and you get your energy damage and stuff like that. The barrel here, this is where you can see it goes from green plasma and keeps the green. You can choose if you want it to be automatic or not. I am going to use this one. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because the experimental adds the explosive projectile, which is a lobbing tool. It's not the other way. So we will do the automatic barrel here, maybe. I'm thinking of doing the superior long barrel. Yeah. And then we're going to run the full stock or the marksman. In this case, we're running the marksman because I think it actually gives the superior recoil. You can do a red dot. You can do a circle. You can use the standard. I wish there was like a glowing on this. That would have been pretty cool too. But there's a good amount of different options here you guys can choose from. It's up to you which one you want to use. I'm just going to use this one. Quad focuser's always the best to go here. And technically, I should have a different color beam, to be honest. Oh, how was I getting blue ones earlier? Again. Because these are all green. Those are all green. Is it... Oh, it's got to be this, right? The different versions of these. Maybe? Oh, well. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, because we are going to upgrade our damage. And right here's where you can go with your legendary slot, stuff like that, whenever you use the mod that I'm using. We're going to go gun options, and then here's where I get my extra damage from. We are going to go automatic, and rate of fire is going to be plus 20. Ammo conversion's fine, projectile's fine. Reload speed, this is actually going to be plus 60. Accuracy cone is going to be negative 100, so your bullets go directly right where you're shooting from your thing. Recoil modifier, we're actually going to do negative 40, I believe, for this one, so we don't get the anti-recoil pull down where it pulls down and literally, like, for some reason has the negative version of recoil. Range is going to be set to 500. And I should be good to go on that now. Boop. let's make sure. We're going to quick save, and we're going to pull this. And we still get upwards pull. But if I go with the other one, I think it'll actually pull down as we're shooting, and that's why we're not running that one. Oh, give me one sec. Oh.
I pulled out the fat man for the ghoul now.
I don't know why that actually got caught by YouTube, but I caught that one and let it pass. Because that's technically a gun. You're not calling someone fat. YouTube, what is going on there, my dude? Sorry about that with your comment that didn't go through. I had to fix it. But this weapon is actually pretty cool. You can turn it to a sniper if you want. Do the longer range option. I just chose to do automatic. But we are going to go to down here and do that one. Hardware Town. Which this one's going to get me basically the Gatling laser. But technically it's not a Gatling laser. It's plasma, so it's Gatling plasma. And technically we need to make sure we're facing the right one, which is wrong. It's this one. Out that way. Which is also the one that...
We tried to pull in with all the grenades? No, I was out doing my rounds. About 'em. Well, Becca pulled him into the front of the store. Everything seemed fine, right? This is gonna be fun.
I see you. Right there. Told you's right there. My aim was a little better with a Joy-Con. Would be even better. But, oof. My aim is horrible there. It runs through that, but I don't think it actually goes all the way through. I think there's a barricade, so we have to stay on the side here. I made this food taste way too good, guys. I'm gonna be a fat man after today. I'm gonna eat too much of it. I know I am. It's at that point, like, I take a bite and I'm like, dude, I don't want to put the fork down. I want to keep going. Oh. Caught. Up there. Okay. I see one there and here. Okay, the bullet travel speed really kind of got me there. I actually said the pistol. It might actually be running off the bridge down here to... Yep. Alright, where's the other human? Actually, no, it's just the dog that was coming down this way. Oh, yeah, see, they're staying right there. Oop. Just one down. Come on, peek it. If not, I'm going to continue on with my objective. Okay, we'll just continue on. Now that I got Aqua Girl, I should be able just to swim right through this. Sploosh. Right around here. Should be able to plop out right here. Alright, let's go ahead and re-pull out the new weapon. This is actually pretty good. Although I think this is the only one that doesn't get the cool coloration, because it gets the green one. The cool coloration comes off with the pistol and the Gatling plasma, where the body itself is actually black, and it actually looks really cool. I wish they would have kept that with the rifle here as well, instead of making it a military green. But we are heading, I think it's actually across the river again. Let's find out. Yep. Technically, I should have just stayed up here and walked this, but it's fine. We'll swim across this to learn this area and swing up. Is going to be the plan there. We're going to kill some raiders that stole some prototype weapons and get them for ourselves while sipping some tea. And after taking a good vacation swim. We'll go right here. Even though I do want to learn this location, so we will. And we do need to try this out. I want to see how much damage this actually does after modifying it to be as a heavy hitter as I made it. Because, oh yeah, I forgot it takes up like half the screen. Let's just aim it like this so we can actually see a little bit. Thought I heard hammering or something. Didn't I hear shoot? Yep, I did. It's over on that side. Do I see anything right here? I see something. It looks to be a death claw through a wall. Ooh, I was right. Oh god, yes, I made this a freaking nuke. I gotta watch out when I shoot near my feet. I turned this into a viable, actually Fallout weapon now. But I added 76 into this, by the way, guys. Got some Fallout 76 maneuvers here where I can actually like jetpack around with my own armor sets without having to get power armor to do it. It actually comes from the mod. It's letting me do all the damage, the range modifications, the fire rate, and recoil. Actually gives it where you can do clothing as well. We're going right here. Ah, I missed those.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
I forgot the bullet travel time is oof when it comes to plasma weapons.
Asshole!
We're just gonna do that because what we need is actually right here. Thank you, dog meat. Hold down the enemy. I don't even think this man needs me. He could have done it all on his own. Alright.
I'll make it quick.
Oh, I hear you. You're over here. Also, I got a free raider armor right there. Ouch!
Get off me!
That's right, boy. How do we...
Why do they always gotta fight back? Get off me!
How is he... Where's he at? Like... Oh, he has to be, like, up here? Wait. Dog meat, how do we get in the roof?
Just you or me. Ah!
Yeah. Oh, I see. I'm coming, dog meat. I'm coming, buddy. God dang it. Hurt my dog again. I'm here, boy. Game, can I please stim pack
Over
dog
here.
meat? Thank you. Thought about having to parkour your way up to the roof. Oh god, dog meat. Not trying to... Oh, I'm gonna have to, like... Command. And then never mind. Okay. We are bugged. Give me 1 second, guys. Quick save. Don't need a missile launcher. Don't need that. Don't need these. Alright. Let's get off the roof. And let's see if I can... Oh no, it ain't even gonna let me do that. Because I can't even...
Head over there.
All right, dog meat. Can we please come over here, please, for a second? All right.
Hey. Move here. Hey.
Okay, it's gonna be bugged. I'm gonna have to close out and reload. Give me a second, guys. Gotta love Fallout. Amazing game, Bethesda. Amazing game. I'm still stuck in this mode. How am I still stuck in this mode? Maybe I can... Nope. Okay, we are... legitimately... stuck with this. Is there a load door? Can I go find a load door right quick, right here? And see if, having a load screen through a load door fixes this, because...
Get him.
Get him, boy! Nope. That didn't work. I'm stuck where I'm in commanding dog meat. Can I open? Please. Please say I get this, cursor. Yes! Back outside to the Commonwealth. Yep, we are fixed. Quick save with a fix, and back to map. Before we go to the final location, let's modify this Gatling. That way, if everybody watching wants to see how I'm doing the damage modifications and stuff, you guys can actually see how I do it. Help out or get lost.
Would be a good place to set up some beds.
I don't think she understands my character used to live here before during the pre-war, so I'm already home. Let's see. We're going with this. And you are able to do this. I'm going to go with the reflex sight. And then these are the different versions of this that you guys can get. I'm going to go with the high rate emitter here just because of the fact I want the fire rate to be higher. The legendary modification. And then from there, we're actually able to do, legendary slots or scrap options. I'm going to set this to unscrappable. Make sure we do gun options. And right here's how we do our damage. Firing mode, this is automatic. And then from here, we are going to give this a plus 40% fire rate. Ammo conversion, we're not going to worry about. Projectile override, we're not going to. Reload speed, we're going to set this with a 40% reload speed. Right here, so we actually get our damage to go directly straight, we are going to use the negative 100%. And then the recoil modifier, the higher you go, the more recoil you get. So you want to go to the negative. So we're going to do negative 40. And then the range modifier is 500. And we are good to go with that. That is done. Now let's go ahead and save our game, so we don't actually lose that if we crash. And now we're going to go ahead and grab out the Phoenix, which is our new heavy weapon. And this is how cool it is. Red plasma. Wonderful. Now we need to go get the pistol, because we got basically technically the AR or sniper, depending on how you build it. We got the LMG, technically a Gatling weapon. Now we need to get the pistol that is legendary. So, time to go to the map, look for the last location, which is right here, which is actually close to right here. So we're actually going to go ahead and fast travel to the Fraternal Post and walk over.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is. Come down here so I can actually hit you with this. Come on. He's right here. There, he's like, he is on the bottom floor, maybe, like right here. Yep. Dude, you got wrecked. Not gonna lie. Alright, keep moving. We gotta go Raha. Oh, no, this is the Cambridge Diner. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. This is the secondary quest where it asks you if you want to kill him or not. If you kill him, you don't get the legendaries. If you don't kill him, you do. So, we actually need to go to the next location. So I'm going to do this so we can see this here. We see this is where I went, and right here is where we needed to go. So we actually need to go this way. I just went to a marker, just the wrong one. Funny funs. I knew something felt weird about that one. I was like, wait a minute. Come on, Stump. There we go. Now let me jump. Oh, thought I heard something, but no, I was wrong. Oh, is that where we actually got to go? Into the river. Boo-doo-doo. Yep, this is where we going. To get the pistol. Boop. Technically, I believe I already killed everybody here, didn't I? Or most. Oh no, they're right here. Where we gotta go is right here. I already killed them. I ain't gonna worry about that just yet. We are here for you. Pretty much.
Perfect.
Look at this. Ooh. Cyber rifle ported. Not worried about it. We already got one.
Made a big mistake, rookie.
Come on. Peek out. There we go.
Everything's starting to sound like footsteps these days.
Sounds like he's like right below there, but we don't need to worry about it. We already completed. So we're just going to head on out. Head over to where we need to go and enjoy ourselves. Because now what we're going to do is go right over here, back up to here, go into Sanctuary. And then save our game in a minute.
You're tied to this place, kid. Your energy.
Quick save. And now we just got to go modify our new pistol. Again, black body looks really awesome. Supercharged. We are not going to use the charging heavy because this actually adds the... Oh. Explode. Okay, no, so this one is fine. Comfort grip. Throw the red dot on. Quad focuser. And then legendary slot. And then we're not going to worry about the actual legendary slots because I don't have the magazines for it. We use that so we can unlock these other little things here for the damage. We're going to go semi-auto. Fire rate is going to be plus 40. Ammo conversion, none. Projectile override, none. Reload speed, plus 40. Accuracy cone, always negative 100. Recoil modifier is going to actually, because it's semi-auto, is going to be negative 20 instead of negative 40, so we don't shoot and the gun go down. Okay, which can happen. And if you guys are wondering, I'll do a weapon to show you. But range is 500, and everything else there is fine. I want to save this, because if we're going to mess a weapon up, I don't want it to be one of the weapons I'm actually going to be using. Let's go grab. You know what? We'll make a weapon from the cheat area for a second. Just to show you guys. We'll do a nerfed version of the solar cannon. We'll nerf the solar cannon into the ground, okay? And I'm talking about worse than it's already horrible, unless you actually do it correct. But if we do the automatic, and then we decide long ported, and then say we wanted the full stock, the quantum capacitor, we'll say glow sights just for now. Actually, just because of the recoil bit, we'll actually look for the reflex. Legendary slot, and then we're going to add none, and then scrap, unscrappable. Actually, we're going to make this massively scrappable. I don't want to keep it after. Gun options, damage modifier. Act like we're just making it regularly. Do that. We'll set it to automatic. Let's do like 60% just because. Ammo conversion, none for there. Reload speed, we'll add 60. And then accuracy cone, we'll make sure this is negative 100. Recoil modifier, and let's say I wanted plus 500 recoil. I'll show you what could happen there. Actually, to be honest, let's do, for now, we're not going to have any recoil. Let's actually just, oh yeah, I need to do this because I got to do the negative. So, negative recoil. Range modifier, 500. And you would think, okay, it has negative 100 recoil. It's going to have none. Guys, that's where you're kind of wrong. If you were thinking that. Let's see. If I wanted one, let's do that. Okay? Because here's what actually happens. Whoops. I gotta actually pull the weapon. It's not already equipped. Where'd I put it? Is this the anti-material rifle, BFG classic? Well, here's solar cannon. If I aim at the carport, see that? It gets negative recoil. So when you do it too high, you will get negative recoil. If we want to fix that, which is fixable, by the way, guys, you would just come in, find the recoil pattern that we use, which is negative 100, and you'd probably want to set this to like, not 40, negative 40. And then from there, that would actually probably fix this out now. See, we're back to positive recoil now. And it's still a pretty good amount, so you would actually just go in and be like, okay, if we done that, let's go in. And then you would be able to, like, try to get it nerfed, and the best way for that is possibly negative 60. Let's try that. That's probably the sweet spot for this weapon. Yes, it's the sweet spot for this weapon. So you can remove recoil from your weapons or get it more controllable, but that's the reason I've been kind of editing the recoil not to have the negative recoil so high, because you can see it actually pulls down at that point. Instead of kicking up, it kicks down. Think of it like the reversal. Like if you watch Komomo with like Rust cheaters, you'll notice like with him, he has a script he can put onto cheaters where when they shoot their AK or whatever gun they have, their gun goes down instead of up on the recoil. It's basically that. If you do too much recoil control. But yeah, you can, like I said, make this literally better, as you can see. I've already made this better. It's the best version. You know what? We'll keep it. Quick save. I said I was going to scrap it, but I fixed it on stream just to show you it is fixable if you do make the mistake. But I am not going to carry the solar cannon on me. And you are able to create Gauss weaponry that you've never created before, which is why I call this the DLC creation mod on my last one. Because if we go to the chem station, just to the heart's content, let's say we went under weapons and someone was like, I want to take the... Just for giggles, I haven't done it yet. Let's see what happens if I do the cryo later and change the ammo type to it and stuff. Actually, let's not do that, because I don't know if it'll still bug out the game. If you guys don't know, there is a bug with cryolator. If you kill enemies that are with the cryolator, the frost damage, for some reason, sometimes the enemies will spawn back where they're just laying on the ground, or they're missing a head, or something, and it turns some of them invisible. It's kind of weird, so just don't use the cryolator. I almost forgot about that, and I don't know if changing the thing would actually still would fix that, or if it stays bugged. So let's actually say somebody wanted, I don't know, the Western rifle maybe? We'll do lever action. Okay, we'll do the lever action. So the Western pistol, we'll do the lever action. And let's say they wanted the lever action to be the highest hitting version of it. So they stuck on the regular stuff. Let's say they wanted this to be where it shoots a little faster, like you see the riflemen do. If you ever watch older episodes of like very older TV shows, you'll know what I'm talking about. You are able to do that. So if we go short scope or any other thing, you also could just do glow sights if you wanted to. It's up to you, however you want to make the gun. I'm just going to go with the scope. Suppressor, and then legendary slot, so we unlock the legendary slot and the scrap option, so we can do unscrappable. And then gun options, damage, and then you can set this to like 500. So you can see our lever action does 1,000 damage now. Firing is going to be, we're actually going to be doing regular, because if you want it to fire like the rifleman, where you still get the crank of the bottom there to be able to lever action out the ammo, we don't want to change that too much. What we're going to do is go to the fire rate and change this to like plus 60. So now he actually rechambers the round a lot faster. Same as like ammo conversion. If you wanted it to be a Gauss or shoot higher, like different ammo types, you guys could. As you can see, cannonball actually changes to shoot cannonballs. If you wanted to do that, which is actually kind of funny. But let's say we wanted a Gauss version. We'd do 2 MMEC, and then you'd go down and do Gauss. From there, reload speed, we can set this to plus 60. Accuracy cone, again, you always want to set this to negative 100. Recoil, this one, don't touch it. Range modifier, set to 500. And now you should be good to go. And now if we go pull that weapon, which we got to find it. Sniper lever action, there it is. As you can see, we are usable. And if I shoot it, it now is a lever Gauss. And if I hold the button, that's how fast it shoots. That's how fast it shoots. We've increased the fire rate to it. So now you're able to actually do the whole rifleman. This is the reload speed, which is not horrible. And it actually feels pretty good. So if you guys want to do that, you could. I'm going to stick this in the box till I actually go to Far Harbor. Then we'll kind of make a new version of this. I just wanted to quickly show you. You guys can actually make your own DLC with the weapon mod that I'm using, which is actually pretty cool. If you guys want to use it, you guys can. It's ECO. Just type in E as in Echo, C as in Charlie, O as in Oscar into your thing. And don't do the new one. Use the older one, which will actually just say ECO in the main picture. And I think it's like equipment something overhaul. Equipment and community overhaul or something like that, which is going to be the one you guys are going to want to get. And that lets you have the same like stuff I've been doing. And then free crafter for the DLC edition for everything like this. If you want the FM stuff with ammo, the aid, and all of that, you can. If you're not looking to cheat, you don't have to. But yes, I do have the improved stuff too, and we are going to get the Transdogmifier Mark II. Because dog meat, you were putting this on. Where you at, buddy? You ain't hiding from this.
Hey.
Trade. Boo, 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 boo. Transdogmifier Mark II, and we are going to equip this. Oh, I haven't learned any of the whatchamacallit, other animals yet. That's why it's not working. But you should be able to change him. I just need to go with the chocolate lab so that way I can actually get a lab version of this. And hopefully they add a mod in at some point, like someone does, to where you can actually rename animals the same way you do weapons. So I can just type the name in. Because I don't know if you're able to random roll a dog name to be Coco, because of the fact that is my favorite, like, chocolate lab that my grandmother's new husband has. I go babysit. She's a wonderful girl. I love her. I wish she was my dog. Okay. But I want me an in-game Coco. Okay. Then I could say I have a Coco.
What gave you the idea we're friends?
What gave you the idea? I thought you were my friend. First of all. Transfer. But yeah, we made the BFG actually really good now. All this other stuff is actually really good. Already OP. Yeah, it's pretty good. And you can see how fast we're killing stuff. And we are actually in very hard. Not just hard, very hard, guys. Yeah. Boop. So as I said, basically you can make like the hardest version of the game easy. Now, for anyone that actually wants to headache through it, by all means, go ahead. Boop. Oh, yeah, let's make sure we quick save. Don't feel like crashing and losing anything that we already did. Now, let's actually go do... What's another good thing we can go do, guys? We done that. I already got the new SMG. We didn't do that. I wonder if there's a legendary version of the new SMG. I'll have to look that up. Because I don't know the quest line to follow for that. Let's think. I'm thinking of maybe we go to the quarry and go do the Tunnel Snakes DLC just to get the actual pistol that is legendary, I believe. If not, I'll have to figure out how to get the legendary version. Because most of the stuff I want, I'm going to grab the legendary versions of legendary mods that I care about. I do know I want to go get the legendary explosive AK from Nuka World, so we'll have to go do that at some point. Trying to think. I might get the Enclave Mark II, I believe it is. Or maybe it's called the Hellfire Power Armor. I don't have the Sentinel in this one. I do on the other game save. I don't know if I want to do that one just yet, because he is a pain in the butt. When I say a pain in the butt, if you're trying to be sneaky, you can't be sneaky with him. I mean, we got most of the good stuff already. Let's actually go to Good Neighbor and look at the shop right quick. That's the best tea I've ever had, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
Stay hidden. Let's see what they actually doing.
We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their synths.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later, you've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind when someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? Not us! And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with? Good neighbor! And who's in charge of good neighbor? Of the people, for the people.
Alright, so we just discovered this.
To join a crew.
So this is one of the player homes. So I decided to go ahead and unlock here in case we want to come through here. We can actually add our own stuff into this, and I might turn it into something I build later. But what happens is now we can start the quest, which is investigate the apartment.
Broken.
There we go, which I think already started the quest, didn't it? No, Neon Winter is what it is. Where's the game already trying to get me to go? Must be a miscellaneous, maybe? Yeah, it was. There we are. We need to make it into here, which is Raha. Raha. And right here. Elevator systems offline. Data recovery. Initiate system reboot. Can't do that yet. Alrighty. Time to head back out. Let's quick save. So guys, I'm in between like